You just have to look at reality TV these days to realise that tattoos are sort of the new black. They cut across all ages, genders and incomes. So when Mike was turned away from a popular bar because of his tats, it made him cranky.
He may look tough, but Mike is actually a big softie. He's not smiling now though, he's all fired up.
It's not fair.
Mike's proud of his body art.
So they clearly special to you? 100% they are, yes.
But there are some who definitely aren't fans.
Why are you criminalising me for something I haven't done?
The 41-year-old says he doesn't go out much anymore. Instead, he spends most of his time working long hours as a tradie.
I'm past my clubbing days. I don't do it. It's not a regular thing for me.
But this evening, Mike is getting ready for a rare night out for a friend's birthday.
My intention was just to go for dinner and then come home.
But Mike's night was over before it had even started. He was denied entry to the Osborne Hotel in Melbourne's trendy South Yarra, knocked back because of his tats.
A security guard walked down, pulled me aside and said to me, he wanted to give me a heads up that my neck tattoos would be an issue and I wouldn't be allowed to come in.
Were you drunk? Were you...
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. I literally had one cider 3 hours before at 1.5% alcohol. I just looked at him straight away and I said to him, is that even legal? He said, yes. I said, are you sure about that? He said, you're welcome to call the police. I said, oh, it doesn't matter.
The Osborne told ACA its door policy aligns with other licensed venues in the area, and it's certainly not the first time Mike's been rejected from a bar in the exclusive Chapel Street precinct. He says the Emerson turned him down earlier this year.
I wasn't loud or causing any trouble, nothing like that. And she just said it was the tattoos was the reason for it.
Adding to Mike's anger, the fact that tattooed patrons appear regularly in photographs on both venues' Facebook pages.
Police officers, flight attendants, people who work in banks, we all have tattoos. To be singled out and to made feel that way or to miss out on someone's event is pretty disappointing.
Mike believes he's been discriminated against because of his tattoos and points to legislation that he says proves it. Victoria is the only Australian state that protects against discrimination on the basis of a person's physical features. That means height, weight, size or other bodily characteristics, which has been found to include tattoos.
So what does that tell you?
That tells me that I've been discriminated against based on my tattoos.
His case is really at the heart of what constitutes discrimination. It's where someone is identified because of a physical feature and they're treated differently because of that physical feature.
Lawyer Justin Lawrence is from Henderson and Ball.
I don't think there's any chance that a venue here in Victoria would be able to argue that they didn't discriminate against him because of that tattoo. If it's thought that that was the reason for discrimination, then he has a really strong case.
He looks rough. You shouldn't go by appearances. You should not. But he looks rough.
It's unfair, but you'll find in a lot of offices that they don't accept them either.
If you're going to ban him, you probably ban every second NRL player, half the AFL and all the Australian cricketers. Tattoos are everywhere.
3AW broadcaster Neil Mitchell says in the court of public opinion, tattoos are now an acceptable part of life.
Face tattoos, neck tattoos are still not all that common and a bit intimidating, a bit confronting, but people are entitled to do it and not be considered to be evil.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not out of my way to offend someone. I'm not screaming at people. I'm not drunk. I'm not sexually harassing women in the club. I'm not doing anything at all. I was literally just standing in a line, keeping to myself.
Mike's going to lodge a formal complaint with the Victorian Equal Opportunity and Human Rights Commission.